Hey guys. So a little over 4 months ago, some of you may recall that I started a little Sega CD game called Panic. And the things that occurred during that play within the game kinda resembled some serious drug abuse. Well, that wasn't the first game that I ever played that had that feel to it. That was actually the game that I'm about to play here for the N64, and it is called Tonic Trouble. Rather than explain it, I may need to do something with my volume here, just a moment. Alright. We save state here just to be sure. Okay, there is sound. Should be a bit better. Anyway, rather than explain it, just watch this. Yeah, kind of embarrassing, isn't it? That's real smart. You don't even know what that shit is. Something tells me Earthworm Jim was a major inspiration for this game. Yeah, this was actually my very first N64 game. Before any Mario Party, before Mario 64, before any Star Fox, any Zelda. Yeah, this was first. I got this right alongside Star Wars Racer. I want to say... I forget when, some Christmas, but anyway. Piggy methane, basically pig farts. So we have to get the can back before we have an interplanetary incident. So yeah, that's pretty much how the story starts. I guess now I have to play, so here we go. So here's our landing site, and we have basically a toilet bowl lid as our sled. Ah, damn it. It's alright, I'll come back for some of this shit later. I'll explain stuff at the, well, as soon as we get to the next world, basically. Ow. Basically, the spirals and the thermometers are important for different reasons. Yeah, this is the harder way, so I'm just going to do that. Save the easy stuff for later. Okay, 20 seconds. Come on, I can do this. I'm gonna give this one more shot. 9/100ths of a second. So the only reason I needed to beat the time was to get 5 extra spirals. Alright, I'm gonna give this one more try and get the stuff that I missed. Where's the thermometer? Right there? Cool. So 10 thermometers will expand your health meter by 1 unit. It started at 4, it's now at 5. Okay, did well there. Veer left, veer left. Good. Okay, I'm gonna stay low this time. Alright, gonna drop this time. Alright, I'm not entirely positive of this, but I think the rest is down this way. Yep, there's 1. There's 2. Where's number 3? I think it's at the base of the bridge. Yep. Got it, got it, got it. Yep. We'll need 160 of those spirals in total. All this will be explained. I'm going to save it for that. But in any event, we are done here. That's literally the only important collectible stuff we need in this game. Is those 2 things. Plus 1 other thing, which will be explained. Rogue, that's the drunk biker that sees the can. Oh, so let's see what he has to say. And also, that panel doesn't look suspicious at all, does it? I love that's the first thing he thinks is going on. Now, if you keep approaching him, you'll just piss him off. By the way, he's locked in his own lab, just in case nobody got that. Alright, so that was the ski slope we just came out of. This area, the South Plain, is pretty much our world lobby. And this is the antidotes explained. Oh yeah, there's definitely going to be some revisiting as we go on here. I think I can get a thermometer by taking out this tomato. The only way to do that right now is some really crafty maneuvering. And that I explained as soon as I got the 10th thermometer. How do I check that again? I might have to pause it. Okay. Yeah, so you can check your status here. The B's in the lower right will become important later, as will the various items you see circled in the middle. Alright, that's about all we can do here. Oh, we can swim, but that doesn't actually get us anywhere right now. We'll need something to get underwater in order to get that. Actually, could I do something really, really slick here? I have a crazy idea here. What if I jump in from a high platform? It's not going to work. Oh well. Back to our... I mean, you don't look like the one I just took out, so... Not the biggest, or not the most inconspicuous thing ever, but this is the secret way into Doc's cave. Yes, the giant newspaper. Of course he'd have all the information, wouldn't he? The silver mercury drops bring back 1 unit of health. Getting all the antidotes in a level refills your gauge. Gold ed heads are extra lives. And of course getting 10 thermometers, no matter how many levels it takes to do so. Basically when you get your expansion, you get your fill. And we have a nice disappearing platform puzzle early on. That pad over there, we're not going to be able to use until much, much later in the game. So we're going to have to come back to it later, once we have it. Not so hard, right? Considering we have no methods of offense right now. And if you can't tell, red portals go from world to world, blue portals from section to section. Go on. There you go. Oop. Camera panned off on me. It's a bit slippery as far as being able to grab ledges. May as well grab all the stuff I can get. Oh, come on, get up there. I mean, your first big climb. Sure, be proud of yourself. It sounds about right. Popcorn with side effects. It's fascinating. Alright. So I'm guessing this box is some kind of power pack. Well, the camera failed. It was supposed to pan all the way up to see the popcorn actually going off. But it's okay. You'll see that animation again later. Okay, nothing else here. Elevator. Pretty standard looking invention, right? Oh yeah, this is going to be interesting. I mean, you really only need to get as far as the double fence. But anyway, popcorn is a steroid in this world. The Corn People's Revolution is underway. Yeah, well, here's what I have to say about your Corn People's Revolution. I'm holding Z in order to strafe. Remember that popcorn animation I promised you? Yep, lava cooked popcorn. Pretty sweet, isn't it? If you fall into the lava, you'll get sent back to basically your most recent checkpoint. After taking a hit, of course. True, could very easily have been. Another mountain to climb up. That was about the least intimidating battle cry I've ever heard in my fucking life. Robo fucking suitcase, huh? By the way, he missed by a very wide margin. This one can get really annoying for health if you don't know what you're doing. Again, be sure to look everywhere because it's easy to miss something if you don't. Avoid standing in the center if you can. Because he'll shoot straight at you and you need all the room you can to move. Yeah, well, I don't really need it anyway. Plus they respawn, it's not like they're 100% collectible or nothing. Careful with that one. Oh, whoops. They compensate very well. So that's 10 because of the extra thermometer we got back in South Plain. Something has to be on this platform or that is not going to stay up. More important than that, he's heavy enough. Stay on him. If you're watching his moves, you can get 4 hits on him in one go. Alright, so we have ourselves a decent melee weapon. That's also going to end up being our, pretty much our all-purpose device. Spinaroonie. Quite an athletic old man, isn't he? So basically we explain his story, and notice that waterfall of fruit punch back there. Yeah, it's not going the right way, is it? Those parts are the miscellaneous items you saw circling the start menu. So that's what they look like, as if we didn't know what a spring looked like. We're going to need another power before we can get up there. Alright. So there are two ways to get where we're going. We can walk right through there. And I'll show you where the other side of that is. Yeah, he'll get pissed if you come back to him with less than 6 of whatever you need. A little quick dive above it should get it to me. There we go. Saves me having to dive there. So that hole over there gets us back to the dock. Now we can at least fight. Read the signs, they'll tell you. Canyon's a little bit later on. Pressure cooker's a lot later on. I'm going to stock up on those now. They'll become important later. That's where we need to go. That gold drop I just picked up refills your meter. The North Plain is just after Vegetable HQ. And this way takes us back to the first area that we were in before. But when we get there, you'll see that it has since a little bit expanded since we were last over there. Okay, Doc said Vegetable HQ. We're heading to Vegetable HQ. That's one way to get rid of him, send him down the pit. Warwind becomes important later. Alright, here we go. So now we're getting political here. Good old illusion of popularity. I mean, only one path actually leads somewhere. Alright, here we go. Also, as I go into the pause menu, notice that only one item has numbers flashing and is actually moving. Shows you that the level you're in, that's the item you're after. Oh. Lava only costs you a hit. Bottomless pit costs you your life. Oh. Yeah, he's just yanking his teeth out and throwing them like poppers. Okay, watch this. Here's the trick. Get him in front of the flamethrower and flip it. He'll release his hound. All you gotta do is slap him and get away from the door so he comes out. And that's it. Wait, actually, no, you know what? I'm pretty sure falling in the lava does cost you your entire life. Oh, whatever. I'm sure there will be at least one instance in a particular level where we're going to find out for sure. Alright, this platform, if you stand on the X, it's moving. Stand on the outer rim, it will not. I'll grab this for now. But I cannot go in there and expect to be able to get anything done until I have the ability to fly. That'll come later. Oh. Flip that switch. It'll keep the trapdoor open and... Whoa. Hello. Should keep the trapdoor open and then reactivate the platform. Okay, so here's the deal. We can use our stick as ignition for this thing. It'll fly itself back unless it's at the end of the level. Now, you can fight the carrots the normal way, just keep swinging your stick until they break. Or turn into Super Ed like I did. And take them out with one shot each. The hot pepper, however, required Super Ed. Your stick would have just done absolutely nothing. So, beat him, get the spring. Where's the fucking platform? Oh, there it is. Okay. And fly right on over here to get out. Stuff. Pretty good amount of it, too. Like I said, slippery to try and grab ledges in this game. I'll take care of that, but first... let's go this way. Yeah, you can't beat the first bean that way. Oh, that's an arrow. Come on down. Now you can do this the easy way or the hard way. The hard way, of course, being to start swinging your stick. The easy way, flamethrower. It's time activated, you have unlimited tries. The buzzer going off means that you just have to reactivate it. I love how it doesn't even give you a fair chance to get those mercury drops they leave behind. Anyway, do this for another spring and an antidote. And that portal that was up high that we passed by, we actually can't reach it from down there. That just takes us right back here. I could do something crafty. Alright, these guys gotta go. Just hit him, he'll retreat. His buddy will tag in. Same deal. Make sure you're paying attention to those poppers coming down. Once you beat one, the second one will not pursue. You gotta go to him. Fantastic. She'll say other stuff if you don't get all the items. Look up a game fac or something if you want that. Talk to Susie. Portal appears. Get out. Don't worry, we'll get down there soon enough. He can't actually hurt you once you're in the portal. Also, stay back so you don't get stung. Hand over your items. And he'll give you a new power. Some of them require training, some of them don't. Awfully precise lob kick. The Anti-Grogue Special Agent Training Center. Okay, 5 ducks, huh? It gives you a beam. This works best if you're standing up here. If you can't tell, this is overall a pretty easy platformer. Alright, that's that. And like I said, the North Plane is just after the Vegetable HQ. Give ourselves a stock of ammo. Oh, that's interesting. Wonder if it's a code. But anyway, the bridge is down. So on we go. Okay, so some stuff can be done here. First of all, pay attention to those tomatoes. First, we'll get our hands on that antidote. Alright, now let's make ourselves a path to the lighthouse. Normally it doesn't have enough weight to keep that door open. Oh wait, no. I have to do this. Oh, never mind. That's just a platform reset. Nope. All you gotta do is transform, slap the door down. And Bub's your uncle, you're in the North Plane. Get him quick. Like everything else, he's just a balloon. Alright, that's the way forward. You can get some extra stuff by going this way. Or do I have to fly in order to get there? Let me take another look. I may have to take to the sky. And if I do, we're not going there right now. Oh, yeah. Oh, well. And that's called Catch the Train as It's Leaving. Well, he thought he was going to be cute. Also, don't walk straight into fire. Alright, here we go. Idiot, you're not supposed to eat that. Well, I was gonna say he'll never hit you from that distance, but obviously he will. This platform is checkpoint, by the way. Get somewhere steady before you even think about attacking him. If you're good enough, you can just fly through this. Now you've only got a limited time to hit that bullseye before the platform disappears. And you can't put your pea shooter away until the camera draws back. So the platforms start to vanish. You actually might get a better look at this one. A good 7 or 8 seconds before it does that. And you made it across. Way to go. Don't take too long patting yourself on the back. You still got bad guys about. He predicts motion pretty well. All right. Oh. Don't like that the camera has a mind of its own. All right. All right, there it is. Somebody's shooting at me. All right, what's up here? That jump's reachable if you know what you're doing. They don't shut off, so circumnavigate as best you can. That right there is a very late game power. Which we'll worry about once we have it. Still got me. Alright, we have to fly in order to get that stuff. And we have to be super to use that platform.
Super Ed.
Once you get where you're going with this, you have to be pretty quick.
Yeah.
Reason being, your time with your power will be pretty low by then. You can just jump on down and get these. There's a platform that can take you right back up. He almost got a shot off. All right. We'll call this one Fun with Magnets. Good night, GB. So here you want to maneuver before you get shocked. By the way, the platform I just jumped off of is checkpoint for this area. All right. There we go. Get rid of him before he causes more trouble. And here's what I mean. You're going to want to hit the targets before you get all the way there. So watch carefully, time it carefully. Excellent. Actually, is anything over here? Oh, you know what? I need to go up. Because there's stuff up there, and that down low is the doorway to the next area. Oh, come on. Grove's Land. Well, he's not conceited at all, is he? If you talk to her, you can still leave, but you won't be able to progress without the last propeller. So let's get down here and see if we can find it. This guy's wearing solid steel armor. But here's the trick. His ass flap is loose. That's how you get him. Give him the end run around from behind and hit him right where it hurts. Hey, the last propeller.
Yeah.
And with that big metal balloon beaten, the platform comes back. And we can get out of here, mission complete. All right, we're out of here. How the hell did you adjust the bow tie while I was wearing it that entire time? Oh yeah, so you have infinite shots while you're training. So there are 6 platforms. We have to touch on them all. See if I remember how to do this to begin with. Yep. Get as many in one swoop as you can. Save you some time. Alright, this one's a bitch if you don't know what you're doing. Fortunately, I do. So... You have the pea shooter out at all times while you're flying. Once you're in the sky, the sheep will appear. Take all 4 of them down, and up comes the platform. Circumrotation. Jumping stones. Whatever you say, you're the scientist, inventor, genius guy. So now that we can fly, we could go back and get stuff. But if we're going to have to go back anyway, why don't we just do it all at once? Alright, here we go. Talk about genetic mutation. An elephant with bee attributes. Yeah, I'd be quaking too. That's holy shit. If that's all everybody's looking at, holy shit. Well, those are the marching orders, after all. Alright. Arm yourself, you're going to need it. Let's go. Alright, your B limit is 250 for the pea shooter. Alright. Let's keep moving. Ow. Alright, let's try that again. I'm not compromising on the antidotes, and there's a reason for that. Alright, if you're hung up on the wall for too long, you're going to end up falling out of flight. And then you'll be in trouble. Okay, so what were we doing? Let's get a good look. I don't see anything else floating. So let's go down there. Hope your in-flight shooting is pretty good. You're going to need it here. Oh, gotta circle back. Pretty good. Man.
You know what this haircut thing do?
No, not really.
It's shredded?
Yep. All right. We've grabbed all we need to grab, but there's one more thing to be done here. So just like in ski slope, there's a time record to beat. And of course, we're going to beat it. The time to beat is 3 minutes 40 seconds. Time begins as soon as your feet leave that first platform. Just keep your wits about you, and in all honesty, this is not a difficult record to beat. It's also best that you do this immediately because it'll give you the best chance of remembering exactly where you have to go in order to progress and the things you have to do. I had a little bit of a slip up in that first section, but I'm still doing perfectly fine on time. Oh, that's a hang up. That's going to be fatal, probably. Oh, not if I'm lucky. Come in.
Ryan can get a loan up to $10,000. Shred.
Nice.
Mr. Shred Time?
Yeah.
All right. Love you. Good night.
Love you too. Good night. It's still about 2 minutes. And this one's easy. Just get here and start running. If you can fly here, it's even faster, but it won't cost you enough time to matter. Don't be stingy with shots. You can always refill them. Oh. Whew, good. No time to stop. Okay, 45 seconds. Up. Fortunately, I don't think you're disqualified if you lose a life. It'll just reset you to the time you were at when you began the section. I think I can still make it. Oh yeah, I'm there. I'm good. As soon as you're on the final platform or above it, you'll automatically drop. It's at that moment the clock stops. Oh sure, give me that parting shot, right? I've definitely done better, but all that matters is I beat 340. A pressurized goldfish bowl. Basically, think pickle jar, the pickle jar that Sandy wore in SpongeBob SquarePants. Alright, there's no training to be done with this one. But I am going to get some practice in. Now we're finally going to come back here. Some things you'll recognize, some things you won't. Let's start with the things that you won't. We'll be going that way in just a moment. Hey, look where we are. Well, now if you haven't beaten this guy, you can beat him pretty easily with the stick, or even with the pea shooter. That portal that wasn't there before takes you to the world that comes after the next one. Not that you still need to be wearing the fishbowl, but anyway. Check out something else you can do with your stick. Leverage. How this flimsy little twig doesn't break on that, I don't know, but hey. Whatever works. Hope y'all like the cold. I'm sure most of you need it after going through that heat just now. Care for a little swim? You may notice the water getting colder and colder as you go. And check it out. Now it's a little swim under the ice. Don't touch, it's gonna hurt. Yeah, like that. Let's go this way first. Actually, if I recall correctly, this place is more useful after I get my next power. Yeah. So first, let's break this creature free. Oh. Looks like an odd cross between a cock, a cow, and a dog, or something like that. Oh no, more accurately a dinosaur. But that pad is useless to us for the moment, so... let's go here instead. He just stuck that rag right through his ears. Ballet dancing, ice skaters, ostriches. Sounds like we're working with the mentally ill here. Don't worry, the coldness isn't an important factor. He'll show signs that he's a bit cold unless he's at full health. But that's not actually going to mean anything. Yeah, information that would have been nice during my fight with the first guy. Yeah, obviously, Grog's a little pissed with our progress. Also, watch out. It's ice, so it's as slippery as you might expect. Oh my lord. Yeah, laugh. I don't believe there's anything on the stairs. Yeah, no, there's not. Well, he's wearing metal, but his isn't as complete. So he can actually be shot down. He can take 3. After his first 2, he'll do this. Something about ballerina ice skaters? Well, they won't be beaten by pea shooter. So let's try something else instead. Watch your aim here. Where you're standing relative to the boulder will dictate where the boulder flies. Don't worry, these guys won't respawn. And the steroid popcorn supply is infinite. Timing is everything. Alright, once they're all beaten, the platforms will start moving. And then you can start doing stuff. May as well bring this guy down before he gives you too much more trouble. Alright, that'll let you out. Take a good look, that way you see where you're going to fly. 2 antidotes. Yep. Yep. Well, let's try that again. Come in. I love you too. Okay. Well, the upside gives us the benefit of full health, having done that. I have an easy way to get up to 99 lives later, so it's all good. Alright, let's try this again. It's a lot easier when you're only aiming for one. Back to intersectional portals. Here's our main hub. So he's basically just told us there's another section. And that gear is our key out of here. You can see where we've got a minor problem here. So we're going to want to go through that portal to fix it. Alright. I'm going to grab stuff while it's in front of my face. I could wait till later and swim for it, but rather get it cleared while I'm thinking about it. Yeah, that slot will become important a bit later. Oops. And keeping with the theme of fruits, we've got grapefruit in solid fucking giant halves. What else we got? Those antidotes will all be easier to get swimming, so we'll wait for that. Hey, check it out. Strange object on the ice. He's got pebbles in a way more abundant supply than is necessary. So let's use that to our advantage. Time it right, you knock him out. You might take a hit in the doing, but hey, shit happens. I don't know why getting rid of that guy equates to the whole set of ice melting, like, immediately. But hey, here we are. The first thing we're going to do, now that we can get underwater, the only way to hit an underwater button is to be Super, who apparently doesn't have to breathe. Refreeze while we're underneath. I don't know why that works. It would be flooded with fucking water. I'm not sure how that's still melted. As you can see, he won't be beaten by any normal means. So here's what you want to do. Get him here. Flip the switch. And watch this. He somehow slides right into position to hit that button right there, which triggers the flamethrower that not only melts the surface once again, but melts one of the glaciers. You really had no reason to put the helmet on right there. Still can't read. Oh, yes, we can. Cool. Alright. Water level's still not high enough to get the gear, or us, out. So let's melt some more ice. And somehow melting this glacier also melts the body of the guy that's frozen inside it. So now it's contaminated with whatever was inside his body. Hopefully he's just a latex and steel balloon, but you never know in this wacky world. So now we've got the entire joint flooded pretty high. Oh hey, look what he left behind. He left some life force. We don't need any at this moment. Well, there are 3 antidotes left and we got all the thermometers, so we are not going to have to come back into this world. We also do not need to revisit the canyon or Doc's... Oh no, we do have to revisit Doc's cave. Never mind. We don't have to go back to the canyon, we finished that. We're gonna finish this. And now that the gear mechanism is complete, let's try this again. Oh, what do you know? The orange slice moved. Well, somebody has a fetish, and obviously a budding attraction. Okay, so what I'm about to do, I'm going to come back here right after I see the dock. Reason being, if I wait too long to do this, the tomato will show up in that well. And it'll further complicate our way of getting back down there. So first things first, let's get those feathers to him. Get too close to him, he'll go underground, and then the tomato will be on the loose. Just keep running, he won't get you. Chameleon powder. We've seen a number of these already. Actually, you know what? This might not be a terrible time to do some of that while we're here stuff. So here's where we stand right now. We'll head back to the vegetable HQ first. Get rid of those two guys so that my way down here is a little bit easier. I want to get up high too. If you hit Z, you can hang yourself up and pivot. For some reason, he's swimming pretty slow. Alright, we got business to do here. Namely, a portal that we were not able to enter previously. Now if you go back somewhere, the agent will say something different. Yeah, typical federal agency. Disown you if you fuck it up. This is the same, so we're just going to move on. Okay, our only goal here is to get to the portal we had to skip over. Fortunately, we're not going to have to do any of the fighting that we did before. So this is going to be pretty streamlined compared to last time. Well, that was close. All right. And you'll flat out be told that you got to be able to fly to get here if you try it without. Yeah, he's got a dance to go with this one too. Sometimes you'll get lucky enough to get them all in one place. You don't have to fight them though. What you do have to do is hit the buttons. Now, this game doesn't have an exit level function like some others do. You have to actually find a way out. Two ways to go about it at any given time. You can try to go back and get out the way you came, or you can progress onward and get out the normal way. If you can get a decent launching point, flying out's actually not too bad. All you gotta do is get over that fence, which I almost did not. Instead of burning all that extra time going through, there you go. Alright, we're gonna save North Plain for later, because I need the only power that I don't currently have in order to finish my business there. Keep swinging, you're not going to hit. All right. The next thing we can do is head back toward the Glacier Cocktail in that one area I mentioned we'll do. And then there's another thing that we can do on the way in here. Well, may as well get an extra life while we're standing right here. They respawn. That's the cool thing about them. Alright, so here's what that new chameleon powder looks like. The stick is a magic wand. We are now a tomato. Step onto this pad right here as the tomato, and the onion will slap you right on in there. Get you some more stuff. Transform back, nobody will be the wiser. So check this. That ice can be broken, but under normal circumstances we don't have the weight to do it. So instead, turn to something much heavier. Let me smash. We don't need to go back into the cocktail. It works out since everything we're doing at this point is on the way to where we're headed next. Stay airborne as long as you can so you can avoid the tomato. Tight corners kill. Now we need to revisit the cave. Because if you recall, there was a transformation platform we couldn't use before. We're going to have to do a bit of climbing to get there. Not very much, but enough. If we can get here, we'll have a good enough launch point to land. In this special. We are now a sentient bowling bomb. We blow up, we just land back there. Just a quick simple flight back over here. And hey, look at that, we're out. Now it's time to move on. Obviously, we're going to need to find a way in there. First, let's make sure there's no resistance around here. There's a very good way in. Abracadabra, alakazam. And the bitch mummy that just walked through here is now coming through a second time. Doesn't that seem a little suspicious to you? No? Not really? Okay, cool. Now that's kind of dumb. Why would you transform back before you've made it through the door? Alright, we're going to have to come back in here after we get our last power. Basically this guy's Renfield. Now watch this. This is actually a pretty important hint. Don't believe me? Ask him. Yeah, pretty much. We're going to have to come back in here again because this platform is triggered by that same power. Now notice here, the cat's eye right there. That's a hint of something. Something really mean and cruel. But a hint of something nonetheless. Is it the other eye? You know, that might be part of the hint. It might be the other eye. Yeah, that caused some pain. That antidote way up high. That smash platform triggers it. Now, as for the means of getting out of here. As long as that paw is free. If he's got his paw on it while we're running, he'll be open. Okay. And there's another thing we need that last power for. Can anybody figure out what that power is before we actually get there? Yeah, thanks. This shouldn't work, but it does. Ain't no way that leverage is gonna move a fucking statue. So now we get in here, but you don't think it's gonna be that easy, do you? Of course not. In this place, if you're not wrapped in toilet paper, nothing's easy for you. Ow. Alright. I think, I don't remember correctly, but I think the password is 4 1 3. Yeah, I have it. 4132. And yeah, there's that domino. If you're quick enough on your reflexes, you can fly and get that thermometer. If you're not, you'll just have to get it on the way back. Oh, hey, look at that. It's in reverse perspective, but if you notice, the 1 mark is before the first face we had to hit. And then the second, and then the third, and then the fourth. So yeah, if you're not sure, look up. Now this is interesting. Get a look at this. It gives you a way out if you don't want to continue for whatever reason. However, we do. So, oh dear. Mechanized dentures. There's 3 sets of these guys. Be in your best interest to take them all out. All right. So let's check this place out. Alright, I don't see anything on the surface ring. Well, there's a giant structure here, so we may have to do some climbing. Okay. Look out below. Listen very carefully so you don't get crushed by those, oh! Or just, hope for the best, I guess. Make sure it disappears entirely before you do anything else. Watch your jump here, you don't have the floor to save you. Well, the stairway leads out of here. There's a couple things you need to do first. Yep, first of all, get your hands on that thermometer. Fly across here. Give yourself enough weight to drop in here. And check this out. Transportation sarcophagus. Takes you up here to this domino that you saw a moment ago. From here you can fly to the other platform. I honestly don't even remember if there's anything of importance here. I don't recall if there was or wasn't. I guess I'll find out later. And the next thing you're going to want to do is drain the water. Now you saw that cork down there earlier. Only one way to deal with it. Go super and kick the sucker out of its place. Now that water's got to go somewhere. Why not the next area? You're not going to be able to progress unless you do that, so make sure you do it. Oh boy, did I take the scenic route. I guess we see which way we gotta go first. Yep, first off, notice that. And even if you did jump all the way across, you'd have that platform in plain sight where you got to get that spiral. So the order really doesn't matter, just one would have taken a couple seconds longer. We'll be able to get through there soon enough. Unless there's a bullseye somewhere, which might allow us through there sooner. You know what? Is there one over here? Not in immediate sight. I'm going to save state for a second just to see if this does anything else. No, apparently not. Okay. See if I can find a way to open that gate. I have to come back here anyway once I have the last power. And I'm probably just going to call it after I finish the first run of this. Partly because of time and partly because I want to be sure that I know where everything is. Yeah, there's another one of those platforms. No good to us yet. You can actually swim faster going under. Alright, only one way forward right now. And that's under. Don't be standing on the skulls. You'll take a hit from the boulder. And there's nothing down there besides lava, so don't even waste your time looking. Alright. No, it's alright. We'll be able to raise the water level further later. In the meantime, let's continue on this way. See if there are any secret passages here. I don't see any. This room confused me for the longest time, mainly because of my own lack of perception, shall we call it. Okay, so there's something we can do in here with superpower. Like, move the machine, for instance. There are bars somewhere down here. There they are. Notice that these pillars are different colors than their bases. Got yourself a nice little domino effect there. I don't think I hit that spiral. This will be important. Remember this. 4, 1, 3, 2, 5. Remember that code for later. All right, have fun with this. That's poison water right there. Well, that hurt her pretty good. Jump in purple water and it's instant death. Okay. As you're no doubt noticing, there's a lot of stuff here we can't do right now. And you see these sparkles here? There's another portal that's locked. All stuff we're going to have to take care of on the later run. But for right now, yeah, we've left her pretty badly hurt. Three hits will take care of each clone. Once they're all beaten, get a load of this interestingly crafty piece of work right here. Apparently that's a hole. A portable fucking hole. And did I say raise the water level? No, I meant drop a stair. Either way, now we can move on this way. Well, as I got a turn, you say? Only one way we're going to find the strength to do that.
Super Ed.
In order to get there, we have to shrink again. Here's where things get interesting. Well, we almost have a stairway up, except for the fact that I missed a wall. And should you fall down while attempting to cross, that's how you get back up. Well, first things first, I gotta get the popcorn machine upright again. Also, for those who haven't noticed yet, yeah, there is a very blatant plug for Newman's Own brand in this game. Now we can climb. Alright, we're gonna have to go super yet again. For a couple different reasons, it looks like. Yeah, I kind of figured that much. Superhuman strength, eh? Oh, well. There's where we can find some superhuman strength.
Super Ed. Yeah.
Well, there's something I can do if I can run to it in time.
Super Ed.
Odds of that are not particularly good, though. Yeah, nope. If I were just a little faster, though, I could have taken him down. Oh well. I don't really need the extra life. Before you leave, don't leave thermometer behind. Interesting how she's all but changed her tune since the beginning of this. All right. If you haven't guessed, the pogo stick. And this is why a tomato in the well would have caused us some trouble without this. We'd have to smash it on its head. We can cross coals, the dark stuff, but not the light stuff below the lava. Let me smash. Let me smash. Let me smash, please. And that's all there is to it. Six wild piggy banks. Must be to do with that methane from earlier. Well, a few things to do first. I am going to do all my revisiting now while I'm sitting here. We have to go back to the North Plain for a few minutes, because there are a couple places that we were not able to hit previously. As we're going, there's somewhere we can hit on the way there too. Off the bridge, go this way. Don't worry, his robot won't actually be finished until the point where he deploys it on us. And he won't do it before he needs to. Alright, first place we're going to hit is over here. Oh. Awesome. Yep. Alright. Like I said before, you can just fly through this if you're skilled enough. Guess we're about to find out whether I am. Oh, shit. Not on that exchange, I'm not. I think your best bet there really is to maintain your altitude. Yeah, the best thing you can do there is ignore the bad guys. You start going after them, you're going to sacrifice height for murder. In this case, you don't really want to do that. This will give you a nice streamlined way across to these platforms. The order in which you hit these platforms is very important. Mainly so that you don't have to double back too many times. This time the easiest way out of here is through. I'm going to try flying it. I fell too low. This is not an easy way to do it, folks. It's definitely faster, though, if you know how. Try to pivot rather than bank. It'll save your life in most cases. Back to the pyramid. So we've been to 8 worlds. As far as numbers go, once we have all the antidotes, we'd be able to go right on against Grove. and not have to worry about the can. We wouldn't need the last 20. And another little secret. There's a set of 10 thermometers that you won't actually need, because your health gauge will be filled before then. It's not going to stop me from actually getting them, but hey, it's kind of nice to have. You start with 4 as your max health. Max you can reach is 14. 11 sets of 10 out there, where you only need 10. Alright, this is the one that I wasn't sure if I remembered everything. What does Renfield here have to say now? Same thing. Okay, let's see what I remember. First, this. Basically an impact tile. That paw will follow you, and he'll grab for the mouse projection before he'll grab for the hole. I don't believe there's anything more in this room. Ow. Yeah, that guy's really annoying. I could have sworn there was a way in there. Let me think for a minute. Was it a spiral? Was it a target? I think I remember now. Aha! Look at that. Super secret sound effect. I'm serious, guys. It really pays to look everywhere. Even under the tongue. Yeah, watch out for bee dispenser. All right, very good. I know there's stuff in this other room over here. You know what? I think I may have gone the wrong way. Oh well. This way still gets me back. It's no big deal. Right, let's try that again. Preferably going the right way this time. Alright, there's a couple things we can now do here. First of all, that should take us up there, where we can get another antidote. And hey, check this out. Another Smash platform. Ah, there it is. There. See up, always good for alignment. Now, just like in Vegetable HQ, there's a portal we couldn't reach. Only this one wasn't actually there until now. So let's check it out. So, anybody remember that code from earlier? 4, 1, 3, 2, 5. That pad will show up and then it's time to buzz. Still missing 2 thermometers. I think I may know where one of them is. Yeah, I got one. Where's the last one? This is going to bug me because that thermometer is going to get me another life point. Oh, hey, there it is. I guess I forgot to grab it after I took down the mummy. Well, let's get a look-see where we're doing right now. 1 antidote and 1 thermometer in the South Plane. Everything else has been found. I'm actually going to go backwards to get out of here. Absolutely unnecessary to go forward when this portal that I am literally a straight away from exists. believe the last antidote and the last thermometer are in the same place. And back in what I would assume is Doc's home is where we will find the pressure cooker, the final world. Let me smash. This cold, dank cave. I see thermometer. Oops. Wrong button. There's an antidote I've forgotten somewhere, apparently. It must be found. Don't get hit here. Yeah, you know what? Glad I did that. I'm not going to continue burning time.
Super Ed. Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to hunt down that final antidote. Guess I can't dodge these flames by going behind them. Interesting. He's made a giant fly swatter. Somewhere in this world is a pretty pink spiral. Where haven't I been?
Whoops.
Let me think. Sorry guys, this is bugging me a little bit. My complete and utter inability to remember where this thing is. Okay, you know what? I just realized something. There are 3 scarab beetles in the pyramid, or the entrance therein. I'm wondering if beating the tar out of them is how I get that antidote. Because it's one form of challenge I have not done yet. Next question, can they be beaten? Guess there's only one way to find out. Yep.
Yippee!
Let's get a look at this prettiness right here. The prettiness that is completion of 2/3 of the game. Now you see there's only one world left on that list. And it's the last world before the endgame sequence begins. But there are 3 worlds after that. 2 of which still have extra thermometer sets in them, but not antidotes. Alright, we're going to get to the portal to the pressure cooker. And that'll be it for the evening. At which point I can finally read what the hell's been going on in Discord. There we go. Figure out how, without being able to see, to make him let go. Okay, we're fully healed, fully armed, fully powered. There's the entrance. Alright then. Until next time, this has been AlphaStarDX. Have an alpha night.